this is JD Stewart with the New Magic Academy. I am here with Bizzaro, and Bizzaro is going to give us our lecture this coming Sunday at 2 o'clock Central Time. And I tell you what, I am excited about having him on board. When we started this about a year ago, there were 3 people that I definitely wanted to have on board to do a lecture, and this guy is one of them. He's the last one in that series that I definitely wanted to have. So he's my triad. So welcome, Bizzaro. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How's everything going for you?
Doing unbelievable. So there's how things there in Las Vegas. Are they things locked down or?
Yeah, a while back we got rolled back to like 25% occupancy for businesses and stuff. It's not as locked down as Los Angeles. I'll tell you that much, but 25% occupancy isn't worth most shows to be open for. So, none of the shows are open. They open for a little bit and then they shut back down again.
Oh, that's too bad. One of the reasons I want to have you on doing a lecture is because you are one of the most creative people that I know of in magic. I don't think there's much debate about that. Can you tell me a little bit about your creative process? How do you go about creating all that stuff?
Well, it usually starts out with just me saying like, what if this happened? Or or it's like, you know what I'd like to see? Or like the other day I was driving and I was having an idea where I'm like, I want something. I haven't had anything new to my stand-up show in a while. And I was like, oh man, I want to do something with what's fun. I want to do something with rock, paper, scissors. So I started thinking about what you could do with that premise. And so now I'm working on an idea with that. And it just starts off with me wanting to make the magic that I'd want to see if I was watching the show.
Cool. All right, that's great. Well, can you give us a little bit about your background, how you got started in magic, and what brought you to Vegas?
Obviously the age-old story, magic kit, very young, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yes, everybody has a different entry point. Some people saw a magician online. Nowadays, some people saw a magician on television. Some got a magic kit. Some saw a magician live. It all depends. But for me, it was a Fisher-Price magic kit back in the 80s. And I just kind of kept with it. I kind of liked it. And then I was like, when I was like 13, I'm like, let's do this for a living. And one day I'll make money at it, maybe.
Yeah. I think I know that magic kit. I think I got that for my son years and years ago in the 80s.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was actually different than every other one because it was done like a box about yay big. It's hard to tell on a screen, but
yeah.
But if you look at Fisher-Price Magic, you'll see a picture of it. It had like colored doors. It was made to look like a trunk. It was much more encouraging of stand-up performance than it was close-up. So that's probably where my leaning towards stage performance comes from, is just that's what I thought you're supposed to do. But also magic on television was all stage too growing up. So it's just like, this is what you do.
Right.
But if you look it up, you can find photos. And I think, if I remember correctly, somebody had, I don't know if it was a knockoff or if it was somebody was just like bought the rights to the concept from Fisher. I don't know. But I remember seeing a magic kit that was basically the exact same kit, except it wasn't shaped like a trunk. It was shaped like a castle. It was very strange. It was like a weird mutation of that kit. And I was almost tempted to buy it. I'm like, So I did that, and then I was in Dallas for a number of years, obviously, before I moved up here to Vegas, and I worked a lot of the nightclub and bar scene, doing silent magic between bands and doing whatever down there. And then a lot of that work dried up because the area of town I worked, called Deep Ellum, had just started going away, and so I'm like, let's go where there's no magicians. But no, I moved to Vegas just because I needed to go somewhere where they took stage performing seriously, because I don't know if you know this, the South is not always very progressive, and when you're trying to be weird, sometimes the people don't get it.
Well, I'm from Austin, so I kind of understand.
Yeah. So exactly. So I just moved out here because I just needed to go do something else with my career, because I had gotten all I needed out of that area, out of the Texas, and while I miss all my friends, I don't miss not working. So
well, good. Well, can you tell us a little bit about your lecture? What kind of things people can anticipate?
All my lectures that I've done, I have 3 that I've written over the past number 15 years basically. And so I like to have a mix of everything for everybody. Like there's something for, there's some for slights, people who are into that. There's close up, there's stage, there's theory. So I like to throw a little bit in there. And this is kind of going to be a greatest hits lecture. I'm going to take a bunch of stuff from all three of them. And the third one, most people haven't seen. It's a new lecture, and then I'm gonna take out eventually when we can all go outside. So that one, there'll be a few little new surprise things for people they haven't seen.
Oh, great. Well, I tell you what, I am excited about it because, like I said, you were one of the three I wanted to have on board, and you're ending up the trio. I've gotten the other two, and now
who were the other two?
The other brothers, they're in Vegas with you.
Oh yeah,
and Carissa.
Oh sure.
Yeah.
No, I was actually just in Los Angeles. The TV show I was consulting on, Daryl Williams was out there with me, and we were making magic, so that was cool.
Ah, cool, yeah. So you're ending up my trifecta here of people I wanted to have. I'm glad to have you.
I'm glad you got all the Pokemon that you wanted then.
So, all right. Well, tell you what, I am so excited about having you on. You'll be here. Bizzaro will be on Sunday, this coming Sunday, the 24th at 2 o'clock Central. And if you need to register for it, so go ahead and sign up at newmagicacademy.com/Bizzaro. And Bizzaro is spelled B-A-Z-Z.
B-I.
B-I. I get it right yet. I can't spell.
B-I-Z-Z-A-R-O.
2 Z's and 2 R's.
2 Z's, 1 R. Or if you're Canadian, 2 Z's, 1 R.
Yeah. Anyway, so be sure and register, and we'll see you there. It'll be a lecture I know you're going to love. I know you aren't going to want to miss. Bizzaro, thank you so much for coming, and I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. See you guys then.
All right.